Sehr schön, the seamstress. No, I'm not considering a new job. I just want to show you all where the leather suits and textile items are made. The very spot where the ladies who make it for all of us are working. So, before we get to the Airbag Service Center, this is where it all comes together, in the place that these beautiful suits are created. Alright, I've been to the shop, where I choose the clothes, pick the airbag, then to the factory where the suits are made, and now to the service center. The airbags are checked not only after a fall, when you need to check, double check, and remeasure, but also after a certain period of use. What is involved in checking the airbags? Let's start with after the fall.
Okay, after a crash, the airbag comes here to our service center. The first thing is to connect it with the computer and download its data. The system has its own onboard memory that records in a time loop, so we will have the last 2 minutes of what happened before its shut down. That means there is a record of what happened before the fall and shortly after it. The system actually records up until it is undone. At this time, we can see on the computer what state everything is in, such as if 1 or 2 of the inflation cartridges were activated. In any case, we then disassemble the entire airbag, checking its physical condition to see if all is well. Next, depends on what service is being carried out. If it is a routine intervention, it will be inspected, cartridges changed, reinstalled, properly folded, new software loaded, cleaned, and then the customer gets the airbag vest back. In cases where cartridges were activated, we will actually change the complete bag, including the cartridges, and then the next steps are the same.
Does it mean that if the airbag is damaged in any way during the crash that you can replace those parts, or does the whole thing have to be replaced?
That depends on what parts are damaged. There are certain items, serviceable parts, that can be replaced. In any case, our facility will make all repairs possible to the highest service level, including external mechanical damage, all of which we are authorized to repair.
This is really important information, not just for the two of us, but also for the people watching. It means that if I'm going to fall, it's not important what kind of fall, and I have part of the airbag damaged, then I, as a customer, do not automatically have to buy a complete new airbag. If it is at all possible, then you will replace the item in the service center, so everything works again once more.
Absolutely.
And I suppose that when I receive the airbag back from service after the crash, that it comes with a full warranty from you as a dealer?
Yes, that's right. The whole process is covered by systematic check sheets. These are actually formatted on the experience and recommended from the Alpinestars system. This precisely determines just how the complete inspection, service, and handover process is carried out.
Okay, next question. I've not fallen and I've been using my airbag system for a while. How long before I should send it in for service?
It should be at least once every 2 years, but in our experience, we recommend having it done every year. It is a good idea at the end of the season to send or bring to us the airbag. We will do an incoming test where we look for mechanical damage, check the software is up to date, and connect with the computer to ensure everything is running as it should. This includes things like battery health, charging capacity, charge level, and so on. Then comes cleaning and repacking. After each service intervention, the customer shall receive a service report detailing what has been done, and it is signed by the specialist who did the work, confirming that all is in order.
And I take it as an added benefit if I have a suit or other jacket with the airbag, that I can send everything together and have the option for you to not only service the airbag, but also check and clean the bike clothing too?
Sure, most customers use this as an opportunity to check both the suit and the airbag. Everything is completely cleaned, serviced, and ready for the new season.
And so, after the off-season when I don't actually use my gear, the suit will have been returned with the airbag ready for the new season.
Exactly.
2 other important questions. How long does it take and how much will it cost me as a customer?
So, complete service for the airbag suit takes a guaranteed 10 working days. This is especially important for racers who may be waiting for its return.
Even in the off-season?
Yes, even in the off-season. As for prices, a routine airbag service that is, the check and cleaning costs €104. If we're changing the whole bag and cylinders, the price is €312.
Of course, after the fall, the service is more complicated and the price corresponds to that.
Exactly, because we are changing not just the inflation canisters, but also the entire inflation bag.
And that is money well spent for any of us. So, there are a few reasons why I, you, and I don't care who, should buy a PSí suit and airbag. I'm going to ask you a crafty question, Libor. I take a fall off the motorcycle. How long is it going to take to repair everything?
Basically, in the case of both the airbag and its suit together, then we guarantee the 10 working days to fix them both.
Okay, so I'm not gonna fall off my bike once a year because I'm careful, but I want to have an airbag service and my suit cleaned as I have been a bit slovenly over the season. How long is that going to take?
Once more, it's an airbag system, so the 10 working days.
Excellent. Next question. Over the winter, I've put on a bit of weight and will need to have an adjustment on my suit. I don't fit into it anymore. Is it possible to adjust the clothing? That cost me a lot of money at the beginning, or do I just have to buy a new suit from you?
No, not at all. Since we have our own production, we are mainly focused on custom work. Then there is no problem to enlarge, reduce, or adjust as required.
What more do you need?